Good morning, grade 1s and 2s. Today's Monday, the 7th of September. We're looking at chance this week. Everyone say chance. Our learning intention, we are learning to identify different types of chance events. We'll talk about those words very soon. To be successful, I know that different events have different chances. They have different chances of happening. And to be successful this week, also, I can use the probability scale. Which is the words impossible, unlikely, likely, and certain. They're the important words this week. Well, let's have a look at what the word chance means first. Chance means the possibility of something happening. Okay, we can describe the probability, or we can describe the chance of something happening by using the words impossible, unlikely, likely, and certain. Okay, and we can describe different chance events. Let's look at the word event. The word event means something that happens or takes place. Okay, so Mr. Larico talking is an event. Mr. Larico jumping is another event. Walking to the park is an event. Blinking is an event. Playing tennis is an event. These are all different events. Okay, and we can describe them using the probability scale. Let's look at the words in the probability scale. The first one is impossible. Say impossible. Impossible means the event will not happen. There is no chance. It is impossible, so it can't happen. For example, a dog will start talking. Is that event possible? It is impossible, which means it won't happen. Can't happen, because dogs can't talk. Let's look at the next part of the probability scale. Unlikely. Unlikely means the event probably won't happen. Probably will not happen. So there's a good chance that it won't happen. It could, but it probably won't. So, for example, it will rain in the next hour. The day that I'm taking this video, have a look at the weather outside. It's looking pretty nice at the moment. The day that you're watching it might be a bit different, but the weather right now here, it's pretty unlikely that it's going to rain in the next hour. If the clouds were turning black or dark grey, then maybe it would be quite likely. But in the next hour, the event is unlikely that it's going to rain, so it probably won't happen. That's what unlikely means. How about likely? Likely means that it probably will. It's not definite, but it probably will happen. For example, it will rain sometime over the next week. This event is likely. It will probably happen. It usually rains at least once throughout the week. Sometimes it rains 2, 3, or 4 times maybe. So it's pretty likely that it will happen. Likely for that event. And the last one is certain. Certain means it definitely will happen. Okay, it is 100%. It definitely will happen. So the event that I've got written here is flipping a coin and landing on heads or tails. They're the only options that you can. So it's definitely going to land on one of them. That event is certain. It definitely will happen. Your task today is to complete the tasks on the next slides. So it says here, write impossible, unlikely, likely, or certain in the boxes below to match the events. All the events are written down here. You have to read them first. Let's go through a couple. The first one says, a monster will fall from the sky. A monster, you might need to double click on the box to write in there, just like our test last week. A monster will fall from the sky. Is that possible? That is impossible. It cannot happen. So impossible is what we need to write there. Impossible. Okay, let's look at a couple of others. So there's some on the next page too. You will see a dog when you go on a walk. Well, it's likely because there's a lot of dogs that go on walks. So I think it's likely. It's not impossible. The chance you might not see it, but it's quite likely because there's a lot of dogs. So likely. This one here says you will see 50 dogs when you go on a walk. Oh, well, that's unlikely, isn't it? Okay, it's not impossible because you could go to a park and see all these dogs, but okay, and then finally on the last one, you need to do the reverse. You need to write in likely or unlikely there.